China is a land where villages hide deep within the mountains. These places hold secrets that even the people living there do not know. In this video, we will go on a visual journey. We will explore remote and mysterious lands. They are so beautiful, they look like a scene from a movie. This is a land of breathtaking landscapes and mythical creatures. You might see a clouded leopard moving quickly through the trees. It blends in perfectly as part of the forest. Or the Takin, walking among the rocks with the majesty of a legendary beast. This is more than just a trip through the East. It is an expedition to discover the best-kept secrets of this land. Welcome to China, the Mysterious Kingdom. Our first stop takes us to Fenghuang Ancient Town, a city founded over 1,300 years ago, where natural beauty blends seamlessly with carefully preserved historical heritage. The cobblestone streets, the hanging houses, and the arched bridges will take us back to the times of the Ming and Qing dynasties. The city is named after the legend of two phoenixes. While flying over this land, they were so enchanted by the harmony of nature that they decided to stay forever. Since then, Fenghuang has become a symbol of the perfect union between nature, culture, and spirituality. The wooden buildings are built on stone pillars running along the Tuojiang River, creating a truly spectacular landscape. The river water reflects centuries of history, while traditional boats glide along the current, preserving the rituals of a culture that has never faded away. However, Fenghuang also holds secrets that go beyond legends and ancient architecture. When night falls, eyes begin to glow in the darkness of the surrounding forests, wild, silent, and almost invisible. We are talking about the leopard cat, a small but incredibly mysterious feline. Although it is only slightly larger than a house cat, its spotted coat has the elegant beauty of a miniature leopard. Its footsteps make almost no sound at all. Its nocturnal hunting habits make it a ghost among the trees, a presence that very few people are lucky enough to see. We continue to Sichuan Province, home to the majestic Mount Emei, one of the 4 sacred mountains of Chinese Buddhism. On the highest peak, it glows like the sunrise. It stands as proud as an ancient guardian. This is the great golden statue of Puxian Bodhisattva. It is one of the largest religious sculptures in China. It shines brightly among the clouds. The statue stands as an eternal symbol of faith. Its shadow can still be seen today. It stretches for miles, especially when it appears through the heavy mist. The air here feels deep and quiet. The wind brushes against your skin, carrying the scent of incense and the peaceful sound of temple bells. We often see visitors standing in silence with tears in their eyes. It is not because of the high altitude. It is because of the deep spiritual experience this place provides. The golden statue of Puxian Bodhisattva, with peaceful eyes and a meditative pose, seems to watch over everything. It is not just the believers seeking peace, but also the most mysterious residents of this land who seem to rest under his protection. Because here, among the mist-covered pine forests and hidden cliffs, every creature carries the same mysterious spirit that surrounds Mount Emei. Imagine, for just a moment, the absolute silence of the forest in the early morning hours. Mist slowly crawls across the ground, and from the shadows, a pair of amber eyes appears, quietly watching. We are talking about the clouded leopard, a medium-sized cat with a yellowish-gray coat marked with large spots that look like clouds. This unique feature is how they got their name, perfectly adapted for life in the trees. The clouded leopard has incredibly strong legs, a long tail for balance, and razor-sharp fangs. Based on their body size ratio, their canine teeth are larger than any other cat on the planet. It is very rare to see a clouded leopard in the wild. Even hidden cameras or camera traps struggle to capture an image of it. It seems to vanish among the branches as if the forest has swallowed it whole. But the clouded leopard is not the only guardian of Mount Emei. There is another resident living on the slopes of this sacred mountain, a creature that is both mysterious and majestic, the Takin. At first glance, it looks like a strange mix between a goat and an antelope, but its lineage is unique. Some researchers even call it a goat bear because of its odd appearance and unpredictable behavior. The Takin is a master climber. Despite its massive body, weighing up to 700 pounds or about 317 kilograms, It moves with incredible agility across the steep, rocky slopes of Mount Emei. During the cold months, their fur secretes a natural oil to repel moisture. This is truly a survival coat gifted by nature. Creatures like the Takin represent the primal strength of the forest. They are quiet, resilient, and hardened by the bitter cold and extreme altitudes. However, not all residents of Mount Emei live in the shadows of the old forest or on the frozen slopes. In the lower areas of the mountain, among the ancient temples and trails carved into the cliffs, there are noisy and curious groups. They appear like characters in a grand comedy. These are the rhesus macaques. These monkeys have become an essential part of the cultural and spiritual landscape. Quick and intelligent, these primates know exactly where to find food, how to interact with tourists, and above all, how to grab your attention. Interestingly, at many temples in the area, they are almost seen as spiritual guardians or as mischievous tricksters sent by the gods to test human patience. Beyond that, the rhesus macaque is of great importance to global science. They were the first living creatures to be successfully cloned from differentiated cells. Their genome also shares a very high level of similarity with our own. In other words, when looking into the eyes of a rhesus macaque, we might be looking at a mirror reflecting a part of our own ancient origins. Now imagine we are walking through the damp fields on the nearby hillsides. Before us lies Mount Dangxia, part of a magnificent geological system recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This mountain leaves a powerful impression not just because of its rare red sandstone formations, but also because of the incredible visual impact it has on anyone who visits. Mount Dangxia does more than just inspire wonder, it is a place for personal reflection. Every curve, every shade, and every moment of silence in the landscape holds secrets that touch the deepest parts of who we are. And in the middle of that silence, one of the most private residents of this region appears. This is the common otter. Despite their name, they live right here in the hidden streams of Guangdong province. Quick, curious, and nearly invisible, these otters can hold their breath for up to 8 minutes underwater. Their eyes have adapted to see clearly even in the murkiest currents.
С подножия горы Ранься она скользит легко, как часть пейзажа.
At the foot of Mount Dangxia, they glide gently as part of the landscape, serving as a reminder that the beauty of this world goes far beyond what the eye can see. We continue our journey to Shandong Province, home to Mount Tai, one of the most revered mountains in China. Since ancient times, emperors have climbed this peak to perform sacred rituals for heaven. They believed Mount Tai was the closest point between the human world and the divine. Today, pilgrims and travelers still follow in their footsteps. They come here not only for the breathtaking views, but to reconnect with the spiritual values that helped shape Chinese culture. Walking along the trails of Mount Tai, you will be amazed to see more than 2,000 stone inscriptions carved directly into the rock. Some of them are the handwriting of emperors who offered their respect to the heavens at this very spot. These markings are considered calligraphic treasures, recording prayers, poems, and deep life philosophies. And the most anticipated moment here is sunrise at the summit of Mount Tai. As the darkness of early morning gives way to the orange glow of dawn, the clouds part like curtains, revealing a sky on fire. The high altitude and the thick blanket of fog make the world below seem to disappear. This creates a feeling like we are floating in the middle of nowhere. It is an experience that many people describe as a lifting of the soul. And while the sunlight wakes up the sacred peak of Mount Tai, far below among the misty forests and valleys of Shandong province, another symbol of Eastern spirituality walks with gentle footsteps. This is the Sika deer. In the local culture, this animal is seen as a messenger of long life and prosperity. It is no surprise that their image has appeared on temples, porcelain, and paintings for many centuries. These deer love the shadows of the forest. But sometimes, at twilight, they step out from among the bamboo stalks, as quiet as ghosts. Those lucky enough to see them say it feels like witnessing the spirit of the green forest crossing the path right before their eyes. In the vast northwest of China lies Qinghai Lake. This body of water covers about 1,700 square miles, or about 4,400 square kilometers, and is the largest lake in the country. In the spring, Qinghai Lake becomes one of the best natural settings for birdwatching in Asia. More than 200 species of birds pass through here during the season. Some come from lands as far away as Siberia and the Himalayas. The plants here have adapted to the high-altitude climate. They bloom very quickly, creating a colorful carpet that only lasts for a few weeks. It is a fleeting sight, and you must time your visit perfectly if you want to see it. In that fleeting scene, among the flowers fighting the cold wind and the flocks of birds darting across the sky like migratory arrows, a black silhouette stands out with incredible intelligence. This is the common raven. Unlike the birds that come and go, the raven is an ancient resident of this high plateau. While the colorful flocks are busy following their migration paths, the raven stays behind like a guardian of the mountains. But do not let its dark appearance fool you. The raven is one of the smartest animals on the planet. They can recognize human faces, solve complex problems, and even hold grudges against those who threaten them. There are records of ravens gathering together to tease wolves and bears. They distract these predators to steal food from their kills. Tucked away among the hills of Guizhou province, Huangguoshu Falls is not only one of the largest waterfalls in Asia, it is also one of the few waterfalls in the world that we can view from above, from the front, from behind, and even from below. That is right. There is a natural cave here that allows us to walk behind the curtain of water. It feels like stepping backstage of an ancient performance. The sound of the falling water echoes with power and never stops, bouncing off the densely forested mountainsides. Around the waterfall, peaceful streams and natural pools invite you to reflect and relax. On clear days, the mist from the falls creates bright rainbows that look as if they were painted by hand. Located in the heart of Hunan province is the enchanting Zhangjiajie Geopark. This is a collection of stone formations that look like giant sculptures, carved steadily by wind, rain, and time over millions of years. Among those massive structures, winding paths cut through the cliffs, leading visitors to breathtaking lookout points that can take anyone's breath away. This park is truly a paradise for nature lovers, photographers, and geologists. It offers an experience that blends excitement, reflection, and pure wonder. But the stone pillars of Zhangjiajie are more than just natural rock formations. They are part of a colorful tapestry of local myths and traditions. Legends tell of sleeping giants, warriors turned to stone, and spirits that protect the forest. This mythical foundation gives the area a mysterious atmosphere. It makes every rock tell a story not just of the earth, but of the human imagination. Though less known outside of Asia, the Hulunbuir grassland remains one of the most unique lands on Earth. This is one of the largest continuous natural grassland regions in the world, located in Inner Mongolia. the Hulanbuir grassland was the cradle of ancient nomadic roots. To this day, it remains home to communities that maintain a traditional lifestyle, raising livestock and horses in nearly absolute harmony with nature. In summer, this sea of grass becomes vibrant with herds of livestock horses galloping at full speed and cattle grazing peacefully under the sun. It is a scene that radiates freedom and balance, as if the earth itself is breathing to its own rhythm in perfect harmony with the vast sky. However, in winter, everything changes. Snow covers the land in pure white, creating a uniform silver ribbon, and forming one of the most surreal landscapes in Asia. The absolute silence at this time is broken only by the sound of the freezing wind. Despite the extreme cold, certain animals like musk deer persistently live here. And the snow foxes as well, they remain active, adapting perfectly to the harsh living conditions. This is a powerful testament to the resilience of life, even in the most severe conditions on Earth. Sunrise and sunset here are not just natural phenomena. They are truly sacred rituals. The dawn dyes the grassland in gold, while the sunset paints the horizon with gentle shades of orange and deep blue, like a constantly transforming work of art. On the slopes of Wuzhou Mountain in Shaanxi Province lies one of the greatest artistic and spiritual treasures in China. These are the Yungang grottoes, carved with deep faith, around the 5th and 6th centuries. This site has 53 main caves, holding about 51,000 Buddha statues. The fine detail in every piece deeply captures the faith and culture of the Northern Wei dynasty. Visitors will find everything here, from tiny, carefully carved figures to massive sculptures standing 56 feet tall or about 17 meters, all shaped directly from the stone. This variety shows a remarkable blend of styles from India, Central Asia, and China. It reflects a powerful cultural exchange and a deep search for spiritual meaning. The surrounding natural landscape, with its towering cliffs, helps create the mysterious atmosphere that covers the entire area. The Yungang grottoes are not just a witness to the past, but also a vital landmark in the spread of Buddhism throughout China. Tucked away among the rolling hills of Sichuan province is Mount Emei. It is more than just a beautiful sight. It is a symbol of faith honored by both Buddhism and Taoism. There, among the quiet trails and ancient forests, stand temples hundreds of years old, where time seems to have stopped. Every building, every sculpture, and every stone step carries the mark of deep faith and the journey to find inner balance. At the meeting point of three rivers, the Min, the Dadu, and the Qingyi, lies one of the most impressive symbols of human belief. This is the Leshan giant Buddha. The massive statue stands 233 feet tall, or about 71 meters, carved directly into the cliffside of Mount Leshan. His calm eyes and peaceful hands send out a feeling of quiet that seems to spread across the entire landscape. According to legend, it was the monk Haitong who began the construction. He believed the presence of the Buddha could calm the wild waters and protect the boats passing by. Visiting the Leshan Giant Buddha is not just about seeing a masterpiece. It is about witnessing what human faith and persistence can achieve. This is truly a magnificent China, a land filled with natural wonders, historical footprints, and human ingenuity. If you enjoyed this video, please like and support us. Our channel is constantly growing thanks to your companionship. Thank you and wish you a wonderful journey through the small screen.